Well, well, well. Hello, 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 everyone. No one's in the room yet, but that's okay. I'm doing my crocheting project. This is viewer's choice, and everyone on the channel at the time, this was a few weeks ago, actually picked out the pattern out of the Mile a Minute book, and they picked the colors, and now I am crocheting it. It's been a couple of weeks at least, and then afterwards, someone's going to win it. So there is that. So hello, hello, whoever just came in. Welcome, welcome. I see someone's here and someone just did a like on the channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is our nightly, every night get together and just talk about whatever's on your mind. Sounds like a good idea to me. Time when we don't have to be lonely if we are. We can be together. So let's just hang out and have fun. Oh, there's three in the house. Woo woo. We're getting up there. We're getting up there. All quiet people hanging out in the corner. Hello, Barbara. Saw you walking. Hooray. So proud of you. Aw, thank you. Kaleidoscope Mind. I'm just waiting for my ribs to get done. Hey, why not, right? Well, I'm glad you decided to come in here while your ribs got done. Thank you for watching my walking videos. I didn't really think that they mattered much, but people really enjoyed them, so I'll probably continue just making them. I mean, it's given me someone to talk to while I'm doing them. But boy, I'll tell you, I was hurting today. I'm still a little sore. But thank you. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot, really. Yeah, I'm a little lame today. Tonight, it'll go away. Good night's rest. Yeah, I was watching my first walk about an hour or so ago. And boy, hasn't it changed since that first walk. I mean, I'm still huffing and puffing and stuff, yeah, but it certainly has changed. You are encouraging to many. Oh, thank you. Have you been here before, Barbara? The name isn't familiar. Is this your first time in one of the lives? I like your name, by the way, because that's my name too. I'm also a Barbara. I'm close to the beginning at least. Hello, everyone. Yes, yeah, I just started it like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, the stream hasn't even been going for 5 minutes, so you're good. So how you doing, Lisa? Yes, I have. We had three or four barbers on. Okay, I was wondering. And it's weird because it's not a real big thing, but yet we've been having a lot of barbers in the room. Good, good, good. Anyone here crocheting or doing anything like that? Oh, I wanted to put up a poll about something we talked about I think it was last night. And it's going to seem weird if you guys weren't here last night. I'm going to start a poll. Um, how do I word this? Now, this is a topic we were talking about last night, and someone said, you know what, that should be a poll. So, oh, must contain 1 to 35 characters. What are you talking about? Must contain. Oh, no, not poll. I've been spending the day getting caught up on laundry. So it's been laundry, folding, wash, dry, folding laundry, put it away. Did about 4 loads, doing up blankets and sheets, and laundry day. Yeah, I'm still working on the mile a minute. It's getting closer to being starting putting them together. I got after this one, I've got 4 more to put the gray around the borders, then I stop putting it together. So it's getting there. How have all of you guys been? What's your day been like? How has your day been? I watched your walking video and I think if anyone is staring, you should wave, say hello, or invite them to join me. Oh my God, Lisa. Ugh. Yeah, that's that's thinking way ahead, I think. Maybe, I don't know. It's bad enough I go grocery shopping now. I don't order it. Well, I order some things, but I'm doing a chevron, my favorite pattern. All right. I do like chevrons. I haven't made one for a while though. Hey Jen, welcome, welcome. And how are you tonight? Hi Cindy, glad to see you. You're a little bit earlier than usual. You are already ahead of me. You are walking. I relate so much to the anxiety you feel on your walks. I have so many anxiety issues. It's bizarre. That reminds me, I should have taken my meds already. I forgot. Hi, Neptune. I am good. Yeah, I'm good. A little sore. I've been busy today. Well, from my walk, from the Charlie horses, I've been sore from those. I've been doing laundry, got that caught up. I just have this ambition to try to stay busy before I settle down, but I still got to clean my kitchen. So that's probably not going to get done till tomorrow. Hello, I've finally been able to catch you live after a little bit. How have you been? Good, good. Thank you for popping in. I should wave. Ah, Maybe I'll get the courage after a few more times. Maybe I'll be thinking about it. I do it when I'm in the grocery store. I'm sitting in the car and I'm going groceries. Getting groceries, and if someone comes by, I just smile and say hi. But then I veer off on my way. Well, I have working on my anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety issues, and I've been working on them few at a time. Just going down the stairs is a rough one too for me. Well, we have 9 in here. Woohoo! Um, I know that you've been in here before. The last time I think you said something about eating sour patch kids or something. You couldn't sleep. Ah, oh God, I'm already starting to yawn. And it's not. It's, it's early. I don't know why I'm yawning. Brave to the stairs. Ugh, I'm gonna see stuff like that. If I know I have to do something like that, I have to actually know well in advance and then prepare myself to do it. I know that sounds so strange. It sounds so strange. I hate it even when my daughter comes over and says, "Let's go to Costco," and it's like, because I have to talk myself into it. I have to, anxiety's real. You got to prepare yourself. I can't explain it. It's just something weird. Hi, Linda. Welcome, welcome. And I'm not seeing a bot in here. I thought I was supposed to have a bot in here. Yeah, obviously it didn't come on. Let's see. Am I supposed to turn it on somehow? Or maybe I'm supposed to be here. In here. I don't know. Wow, bot. I thought he was supposed to just come in. Oh, wait a minute. He's off. So how do I turn it on? Activate CloudBot. Okay. Let's see if this works. I don't know if I'm going to use it or not, but I did want to see if it works. Yeah, yeah. It was really super bad like about 2, 3 years ago. And I'm overcoming some of them. I have been through what you are doing. It is not easy, but so worth it. The freedom is so wonderful. So you've lost a great deal of weight, Barbara? Anxiety is a pain. It consumes your whole life and it's easy to let it do that. Yeah. I mean, and it's about so many weird things too, like stepping on an elevator. I have not been able to step on an elevator in forever. I have to close my eyes. My husband has to lead me onto it. So I hold on to his shoulder and I close my eyes. That's the only way. If I had to go on an elevator by myself, I couldn't do it. Well, that was before my anxiety medication. Yeah, lifts, those stairs. What do they call them? The stairs that move up, going up and down those. I can't do it. I have to, you know, have steady stairs, and then I can't do the stairs because my feet. It's a mess. So I don't go anywhere. It's like they're gonna have stairs, which I can't. I have a hard time going up and down stairs. They'll have an what do they call them? Escalators or something. I don't know what they're called, but or they'll have one of those, and I can't do those. Or they're gonna have an elevator. If I'm by myself, I can't do it. So it's ridiculous. But since I've been on my medication, I haven't tried either one of those. I know showering now is better. I was really bad about going into the shower. I did all like sponge baths at the sink. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of us that I thought it was just me. It's like, wait, you've got so many weird things that you're afraid of. I have I have a real hard time just going into getting my hair cut. It's like I have to talk myself into it and then go in and my anxiety shoots through the roof and it's all because, I know what some of it is from, like being afraid to go in there and sit on a chair is because I was told once that they felt I was going to break their chair. So it's like, well, so it does get crazy sometimes. We have all this weird stuff. It comes down to just showing, that when you're big, you have a lot of. I know this is some people are gonna think this is bad, but mental health issues. You know, I think of anxiety is a mental health issue. Not being able to leave your house for a couple of years. I couldn't. 2 years ago, you think I'd be out there walking right now? Hell no. I couldn't leave my house. Oh yeah, I don't like talking on the phone either. Yeah, claustrophobic. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see what else. I can't do heights. Um, it's just a lot of odds and ends stuff. And sometimes I can't be in a vehicle if a big truck comes by. I absolutely freak out. I almost panic, and that's probably one of the reasons why I went on my meds because my daughter couldn't take me anywhere because I was freaking out. Oh my God, push over, push over. She'd say, Mom, stop, just calm down. I got this. And I'll be like, ah, holding on for dear life, death grip in the car. And she goes, You need to calm down. Hello, John. Hello, Nifty. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about anxiety, fears, that type of stuff for those that are just coming in. I'm afraid that my weight, what if the elevator cable is on that last string and I step in it, the door closed and it crashes down 90 flights. You have a dozen of them? Ugh, they're horrible. Oh, I hate heights. Yes. I get very lightheaded and it's like the everything is spinning. My husband and I we went to Vegas and we went to one of those like what do they call it? Circus Olay or whatever. And our tickets made us that we had balcony seats in the front row. And we had to squeeze in and sit down. I was so uncomfortable during that whole show. I just was clutching on my husband, like, oh my God, I'm petrified of heights. This can't be that. No, it's too hard. But I thought my legs were going to buckle out from underneath me and I was going to fall. I was so scared. So I understand that one, Barbara. That one's very real. I think it's so hard for mental health to be taken seriously because it's not an apparent as physical illness, right? I wish all types of disorders were taken seriously. Not only that, but back in the 70s, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the 70s, they decided that people with mental health had the right to choose. And they just opened up all the hospitals, the mental health hospitals, the institutions, and just let them all go free. I remember that because I was having a tour in Maine of Pineland, which was a mental health hospital. And we had all these tours, and this is when I was in high school, and it was in 77 or 78. I can't remember which part of that last year I was in. But we went into this auditorium at Pineland, and she was telling us that, yeah, if we it's legal now, they don't have to be here. They can just walk out the front door and they can just come and go as they please. So we have so many people homeless that were just back in the 70s. I remember seeing them all over the street and how they had spent years. They didn't even have a halfway place for some of these people. If you're institutionalized for 20 years and then the door is left open and you just set off on your own, it's crazy. Some of the things and yeah. I'm a retired truck driver of 44 years, and those trucks scare me also. Oh, God. You know, I remember being driving in behind a Mack truck, and I kid you not, God must have been, hell, the angels must have been there, guardian angels. It was one of those logging trucks. I was living in Maine, and I turned onto the highway, and I'm behind one of those logging trucks, those great big 18-wheeler ones. And all of a sudden, a chain broke and all the logs, and he's losing his steering, and all the logs were falling off the truck, and they would be right like if this was a log. It went right in front of my car while I'm going 45 miles an hour and then shot up and went behind my car. These logs were jumping over my car. I was freaking out so bad. Those things are real. That's bad. I can't believe it. The chain broke. Of course, while I'm right behind the truck. How worse can that get? So, yeah, I get kind of nervous when. And another time, I was behind or on the side. I think I was behind the truck, and they lost one of the tires. The tire blew out, and rubber just started shooting out and sparks. I was like, "Holy crap!" I remember some of the. I remember some of that stuff too. Going in there and having that tour. This one kid, or he might have been an adult, I don't know, but it was an infant-sized body, but his head was massive, and they said um, that they were still looking for a place to house him. And I'm thinking, if you ask me, the reason why they closed all them down was because they wanted to save money. Mental health was very expensive. I got to catch up. Part two. Sometimes at work, I look out the window and get the willies. Yeah, I get you there. Hey, Nikki. Hey, I'm here for now. Welcome everybody to Grandma's Crazy Crochet Corner. I remember that. Also, being in life with not narcissistic people can consume you and usually develop agoraphobia. I have worked very hard through the years to overcome this. I feel so much better now than I did years ago. Now, is that where you have a hard time leaving your house? Trying to remember. Robin? Yeah, I remember some of their hospital gowns. Yeah, some of them even had helmets on because they do the head banging. And there was one guy who was autistic, and he was able to bend his body around. And when we went into the room where there was quite a few of them, he actually had his arms down behind his back and up to the front between his legs, and you know what he was doing. He was doing that. And I was like, wow, he can bend his body like that. Holy crap. Okay, yeah. A lot of people, when they get big like me, or big like a few of us in here, they don't like leaving the house. They've been picked on for so many years. You don't want to. I know I didn't want to leave my house and have to deal with, people's words. And I go to the grocery store and I'm being asked, "Oh, how far along pregnant are you? You should be due any time, right?" It's like I'm not pregnant. Or I've gotten. I was in my work uniform. I'm in the store, and she says, "Do you know you don't have to work, right? You're big enough so that you can get disability. You don't have to work. So you should just quit your job and go on Social Security disability." And I'm like, huh? I like working, thank you very much. I was at towards the end of working, I was having so many issues going to work every day, trying to walk into that building. All I had to do is get like 6 months left. It was like a countdown to when I could start collecting my pension so I could retire. And I would have to sit down 2, 3 times. So it was like major anxiety when I got up and had to face having to go into work. It was just awful. I didn't want to leave my house. When finally I was able to retire, I didn't leave my house for over 2 years. Everything I did was online. Why I started the YouTube? Well, basically, it's because I know when I tried, I've been on doing diets, 100 different million diets. And about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I got to the point as I was over 400 pounds. And I had like what, 250, 300 pounds to lose. And I went on the carnivore diet, keto first, then carnivore. And I was on it for about 5, 6 months and I lost a lot of weight. But, when I would tell people that was around me, hey, I lost another 5 pounds or I lost 20 pounds this month, or no one seemed to care. It was like, yeah, whatever. And so I lost interest in it, real fast. It's like, I'm just going to do it till I go on vacation and then screw it. I'm going to die fat. I might as well just accept it. But this time around, I didn't want to have that. Um, I wanted like a support group. I remember back when I was doing Weight Watchers, there was a support group, but I couldn't find no support groups, that we could help each other. And I love crocheting, so I thought, why not do both? Hang out, crochet. I'm just I'm just gonna sit here anyway, so I might as well sit here, crochet, and have a great support group. So there's people that crochet that come here. There's a few live videos that's for basically for the carnivore group. But this one, every night, 7 nights a week, it's for everybody. Crocheting, everybody. So this time, you guys are seeing what you go through when you start the carnivore diet right from day one. I wanted to be almost not held accountable, but be less harder for me just to give up. So that's the reason why I pretty much did it, because we don't have. I mean, we can go to other people's channels. Yeah, they might throw a live once a month, once a week maybe, but not like this. What I needed was, yeah, and we have a daytime one on Saturday, right? That's anything goes. Aw, well, thank you. I don't think I'm the sweetest because there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of people out there that's so good. You're already over 1K for a reason. You are a great personality. Aw, thank you. No, I do feel like that we're growing super fast, faster than, I get to thinking, how, how fast am I growing? So I went back and I looked at when we started. It's just been a month, guys. It's just been a month, a month and 4 or 5 days. So it's like, but I think it's because what I'm offering is something that we all need. You know, we love to crochet for many of us. Some of us don't, but that's okay. You can still come in and watch. We hang out, talk. We have a Discord where you can chit chat, talk, um, ask questions, whatever. So you're not always alone. That's what this is. You're not alone. You got support. You know where you can go to ask questions. And most likely, with some of us in here that are all in different parts of the carnivore or keto journey, someone might be able to answer a question. I live in a city with over 3 million people, so I feel like I know everything. If you don't want to make, I don't know how many's in my city, but if I knew there was a million, I'd probably be scared to death. Yes, my chihuahua's right here sleeping. I should give her her blanket because she was cold earlier. Oh, there's my crocheting. The blanket fell. Yeah, she's always with me. She's not ever too far. She's never too far. You want your blanket? You want your blanket? Give you a little bit of look see? Yeah? Less than 900 live in my town. Well, I know I got more than that in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, and that's just it. I know what it's like to try to carry around a belly that probably weighs 200 pounds where someone else might not, or the embarrassment of going out there walking when you're this big, and whether it's growth. I even have a problem. It freaks me out because I go shopping for my whole family, and my husband loves his snacks and his snacky cakes and stuff. Of course, I don't eat them. It goes right into his office. They're not even in the kitchen. But when I check out, I've got cakes, I got cookies, I got breads. I've got everyone's food in my cart. And it's like, yeah, the only thing's mine is the meat. Like, really? Like, anyone would believe that. It's like, I'm sure they're thinking, lady, you're fat enough. Maybe you should go on a diet eating all this junk food. It's not mine. Yeah, I won't let them stay out in the kitchen. I'm done looking at it. Um, there was some stuff, cookies and something else. I think muffins on the kitchen table. I mean, on the counter in the kitchen, and I was like, these got to go. I'm tired of coming out to this kitchen, with all this stuff that I love. Bagels. There was bagels out there. It's like, you guys gotta, yeah. And I think for any of us, that's very important. Yeah, you learn knowledge. You can watch other people's YouTubes, on the carnivore diet or the keto, and you belong to the community. But where do you go on a daily basis just to talk? So I felt that in order for this to work, I have to have the support. I have to have other people to talk to, because what Weight Watchers is such an old diet, but one of the things they have that nobody else has is community. When I used to go to Weight Watchers and I'd walk in there, they'd be, yeah, I'm scared of getting bullied too. I've been bullied all my life. Sometimes I get into this mood where, if they're bullying me, they're leaving somebody else alone. They pick on me. I got to that place different times in my life, but still you get bullied, even as a 65-year-old woman. You get the kids that say something to you, and, you're fat. How come you're so big? I mean, it might be just innocent, but it's like they just stabbed you in the heart. It's hard to take, it's hard to handle, because children, for the most part, are innocent. And if they're going to come right out and ask you something like that or say something to you about that, you know, and friends get tired of hearing your problems because they don't understand exactly. How many times I wake up and, oh, my feet are killing me. Um, Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody cares. Can you make me a cup of coffee, hon? My feet are hurting really bad today. And he goes, that's what you need. You need to walk. Get up and get it yourself. No, I need you to help me. But after a while, they don't want to always help you. Right. And that's something that we really need in this community is support. Because a lot of us, we, we are so isolated. We isolate ourselves. We never go anywhere. We don't dare to go anywhere. We're too big. Either we can't be mobile to do it, so we need, yes, this is better, comfort of home. Right. And you can come in here, tell your story, tell us all your story anytime. We all listen. And then, we're saying, yeah, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I understand. And we need that. We all need that. That's why this is so important. And I couldn't believe that when I wanted to do this, I couldn't find anything. There's nothing out there. And, not anything that was, like all the time. Sure, the hours suck. The hours suck. But I'm a nighttime person, but I'm trying to throw some during the day too for the daytime people so that at least they can get some of that. So some in the evening and some on the weekends it's on in the afternoon. But it's also at night. So you have it on the weekends on both sides, afternoon and at night. Well, I'm glad all of you people agree that that's what's needed. Maybe more people will start opening, you know, channels like this that's to help, with the community. I mean, it's great that there's so many channels out there. Don't get me wrong, but one of what's lacking is community support on a daily basis. The only thing is I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor or anything like that. I'm kind of experienced from what I went through already. The years of dieting, years of going to doctors and dietitians, but I'm not a doctor. So I'm not even a counselor. Hello, Patty. Thank you. Thank you, Mason. I only did it because it's my brother. I feel I can say things I would be too shy to say to person. Yeah. Hell, how how hard do you, and how much flack that I've gotten because I've admitted that I'm too fat to be able to wipe my butt when I go poop. You know, and the whole message to this is keep it real. You know, because there's other people out there that also there's also, I know, I have no doubt that there's people out there too that can't wipe their butt. They can't reach. What, you're not a doctor? Then I must not be a scientist. I thought that was amazing when you were that honest. Well, you have to be. You know, my whole thing was all of my problems that I keep hidden, and everyone, you know, doesn't like it. You can't be that mom. Stop. My kids. Jenny had this long lecture. I thought I was videoing it, but it did. The button didn't push in. But she was going on and on one day, about 2 3 days ago, saying, "Mom, I can't believe you're talking like this. Why would you talk like this? Don't you know that's not acceptable in our world to be so open about stuff like that?" And I said, "Jenny, that's why we need to talk about things like this. It's real. You know, people are hurting. They're by themselves and they're hurting and they're full of shame. They need to know that other people are dealing with these issues too." Can you imagine once, because of my, you know how I talk about that big fat ball that's between my legs that's hanging down? I actually got trapped in the toilet seat once because that thing got caught underneath the seat ledge and I couldn't stand up. And I tried and tried and tried, and I ended up pushing myself up and scratching that whole one side. And I was bleeding and everything because I could not get up. You know, that happened. I'm a big girl. That happened, you know. But if I tell somebody that, they're like, "Oh, that's crazy. You're just joshing. That really didn't happen." Yeah, that could be too. Yeah, yes, keeping it real, and that's my whole thing about this journey is sorry if you don't want to hear it, but people need to know. So that's why I'm keeping it real. Yeah, I hear you. I broke a shower chair. You know, I sat down in the shower chair and flattened it down like a pancake. I've broken chairs too. My son bought me a new couch 2 years ago for my office and said, "Don't worry about it. It's good to up to 500 pounds." And it got broken. I actually threw it away just 2 months ago when I got the shelves for my yarn because it was a 2 year old couch, not a brand new couch, but still, it got snapped right in the back. You know darn well it was because of my big fat butt. And that was to hold up to 500 pounds. Figure that out. Special couch. I won't go to my daughter's house to sit at her table because she's got wooden chairs. I'm so afraid that I'm going to sit down and snap them. I have a metal kitchen chair that I keep at this table, but I also have wooden chairs, but I don't sit in none of the wooden chairs. I sit in the metal chair. And see, these are all things that I'm going to say the word normal people, normal people, they just take for granted. They can sit anywhere. They don't worry about that kind of stuff. We have to worry about that kind of stuff. The wooden steps outside broke, yeah. Thank goodness mine's cement. I watch where I sit. I broke a brand new couch. Um, yeah, making sure I didn't lose anything or anybody. I thought that was amazing when you were that honest. You have to be. We have to be. It, wouldn't it be weird if I just came in here and talked all fluff? You know? Oh, don't worry. You'll like your butt next year. Oh. And someone said, well, why don't you just go out and buy the next gadget that's out there? No, I have. They don't work. What is your favorite part of the day? I have to say, my favorite part of the day is I look forward to these lives. That's, you know, enjoyable for me because I'm not alone. I spend a lot of my time alone by myself. Um, and the other part of my day today was going for that walk. Even though I can't walk very good, I guess pretty much my favorite part of the day is when I'm sharing with you guys. The rest of my time I'm just by myself. I sit and I crochet. I watch videos. Take your own share. I take my own for soccer. When we get together at my mom's for the holidays, there's a lot of people and we play cards for hours. My chair is way more comfortable. That's a good idea, Lisa. I ought to look for my own chair or just bring the metal one I have. It's padded seat. And it's metal and it's not like a fold up. It's just a solid metal chair with padded seats. Well, life is not perfect. These people need to realize this. Yeah. Nighttime is the best for me. Quiet and no phone calls. Yes, I don't answer the phone either. I don't talk on the phone. If you called me, I'll never answer you. I just never talk. If you want to get in touch with me, it has to be through Discord. At Six Flags as a 20 something, I was asked to get off a ride when me and one other person couldn't ride at the same time. Oh, yeah, don't candy coat light. My whole thing is I'm hoping that somebody that was as bad off as me last year, where I couldn't get up and walk without a walker, I couldn't stand. I was almost like hunchback because I was in so much pain, and I had to have chairs down the hallway or my walker, which was huge, so I could sit after every 5 steps. Someone like that now watches me and sees that I can walk beyond my driveway now to the corner, then around the corner, and watches everything that I do, they will see that maybe they can do it too. And they might have that little bit of hope or that little bit of spark, to find their freedom. Because we're jailed inside this body. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm in a prison in my body. Because my mind is fine. It's my body. I can't do what I want to do. And that's, yeah, yeah. And I was so afraid because they were going around saying, if you're fat, obese, and you catch COVID, you're probably going to die. Locked up and locked myself up. I had stockpiled food. I mean, I had shelves put in my dining room. I was prepared for the end of the world. Everybody said, Mom, you're getting crazy. You need to stop that. You need to stop that. Yeah, COVID did made all my anxieties like hundredfold worse. Yeah, I was one of those that ordered. I didn't do so much run out to the grocery store as I did the Amazon orders, things of toilet paper and paper towels and box foods. I was buying food by the cases, and it's like, no, we're not leaving the house. My husband was already working from home, and he was a manager at like a call center kind of place. He was one of the big managers. So he did all of his meetings and stuff like that over Zoom meetings. So it's like no reason to leave. Our cars did not move for 2 years. I hit my van in 2020. Oh, it must have been hard for you, Cindy, because you hit in your van, you got something like that going around. Oh, it's not like, you could have groceries delivered to you. You still had to go into a public place. Yes. I gained about 100 pounds during COVID. Yeah. Amazon. That's right. That's what I did. I bought a lot. I wasn't looking up individual. I was looking up cases. Cases. But I really feel like if I can just get healthier, that a lot of my anxiety will go too. Um, I don't want to say no. I still order a lot of stuff, but not like I did back during COVID. Because I do now go grocery shopping. Um, all my closets right now are full of food in my house. I got this closet full. The coat closet I put shelves in, that's full. The pantry in the dining room, that's a real deep closet, that's full. And it's all like rice, macaroni, beans, dried beans, all this stuff that it would have to be the end of the world before I started eating it. But a lot of it was ordered from Amazon. Cases of vegetables and cases of spaghetti sauces, and here I just eat meat. But I guess if it's the end of the world, I guess I'll eat anything to sustain life, right? But I do have sardines and tuna fish, and I do have some meat there, so I'll be fine for probably a couple of weeks, and everyone will outlive me because they got all the pasta and the rice and the beans and the vegetables. Oh, I know, right? But they're so expensive. Everything right now is so expensive. It's like crazy. I go in there and it's like, oh. So I'm buying like one special thing at a time. Like I ordered some Redmond salt off Amazon, and it was like 14 bucks. Last week I ordered some uh, tallow. A week before that was the bacon out grease, bacon grease. I ordered that, a thing of that. So I'm getting, I'm still ordering stuff, but it has to be a little at a time. Smoked hickory sardines, I'll have to try that one. I order what I can that I need from Amazon so as to make it easier so I don't have to pick so much up from the grocery store. Yeah. Like I do order grocery store delivery. Like I have a delivery coming in the morning, And my husband likes sweet tea, so I get him a few gallons. Well, he's got 4 gallons coming, but I got like 3 cases of water coming. So I order and have delivery of the heavy stuff because that's just too much for me when I'm going grocery shopping to be picking up all those gallons. And if you do Kroger's, it's not that expensive. It's when you have to do the other, like Instacart or whatever they call it. Oh my God! Not only do they charge more for each thing that you want, you have to you get charged for a delivery fee, then a charge for a tip, and by the time you get done, you've just spent like $50 over your order. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, everything's high, but dang, the meat is just going crazy. It's crazy how expensive stuff is. Jeez. Oh, I gotta compute. Oh, I don't know if you got any bots. I don't know why that bot isn't working. I'm gonna put in a code, see if it's working. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's not working. Nope, it's not working. I was hoping that would work tonight. Why isn't it working? Settings, usually management. It's there, so why isn't it on? Activate. Big ball. Keeps shutting itself off, so I don't know. Really? No, it's still not working. Bummer. Keeps shutting off. How long does it take to even? I got saying off. Choose instruction level. I have no idea. Oh wow. What project are you working on right now? I am still doing. I've got five. This being five of the viewer's choice, and I am so already done with this that I can't wait till it's done. Oh no! What did I do with my crochet hook? Did I drop it? I'm ready for this project to be done. It just feels like it's taking forever, and I don't understand. Kind of a lifestyle is booming. Invest in meat industry. Yeah, I can't believe we're at 1,100 subs. Dang. Oh, there it is. It is working in the chat. Uh, it's the bot. It's the bot. I was just curious to see if it. I gave it a couple of other things to say, and one of them was to pick on you, Nikki. There's two of them for you. And I didn't know if Jen would be mad and angry and quit, so I didn't do any for her because I was worried. So I used it to pick on you. Now let me see if 8 ball works. Let's see. Hi, Amy. We're having a little bit of fun teasing Nikki. Hi, Amy. Good to see you here. Now, supposedly, if you use, I don't know if I can't do it because I'm the owner of the channel, but I put an 8 ball, and supposedly you do 8 ball, ball, exclamation point, 8 ball, all one word, and then your question. But they're showing it in this. You have to ask a question. No, it's still not working. Oh, wait a minute. The answer is within yourself, people. Eat an animal, skip the plant. Yeah, and it's also got a few little, just a couple of facts about carnivore. I was just sure. I don't know what this dog champ is. I did not put that in there. I'll have to go back and look at all this stuff. Thumbs up and subscribe. I guess that's spelled wrong. Maybe need a space in there. It doesn't. I don't. Amy, did you put the little pointers? Maybe you don't need the pointers. Let's see. In timers. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. I gotta edit it. Um, I think it's that because you're putting in that little arrow. I'm thinking, why is it that? Oh God! Now I got to figure out how to make it so that it can that people can put in a word like you're doing with the 8 ball and ask it a question, but do that so you can put your you can put your channel's address in the chat. I guess the answer. Oh, I guess that's funny. I don't know who Kappa feels good man, all that type of stuff is. I just don't. I don't understand that. That is not what's in the answer. So it's the bot is doing its own thing, and everything is just random, and it's only like 5 or 6 things. Yeah, but I was playing with it to see if it would even work. Loved the poll. 50% say yes, they do match up socks. No is 25%, and sometimes it's 25%. Someone suggested it, I think it was last night, to do that as the poll, or the night before, I can't remember. Oh, was it you? Okay. I knew it was somebody. I don't always get the name, huh? But at least I knew it was somebody. Oh, yes is dropping, and now it's 48%. Hi, Jen. Ah, the thing is, you have to give you have to give each post a name. And every time I kept trying to say carnivore, it says you already used that name. You have to use another one. So but I just figured out what I could do. I could just give it random names, and then it'll just post a quote. It just hit me. But I'm doing this at like 5 o'clock in the morning this morning. Hi, hi, hi. You bought two picanas? I don't know what that is. Something I've never heard of before. I bought two. Me? Well, today I got lost in reading up on the different bots, and I looked up and it was like almost 5 o'clock. I'm like, oh shit, I meant to go to bed hours ago. Oh my god! But time just goes by so fast when you're having fun, right? I did retail therapy. I hope it doesn't get too annoying though, because it seems like it's. Well, I'm just gonna have to play around with it. It doesn't say how to do it. I don't know if it'll answer that. Are you joking? That's your answer. Uh, I'll Google it. I'll Google it. Picanha. Almost sounds like a nut. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, beef sirloin. Look at that. Yum. I did not know that's what that was called. Brazilian meat cut for barbecues. That looks good. Picanha is a prized cut of beef from the top of the cow's rump, also known as the sirloin calf or the rump calf in North America. I'll have to start well, I don't buy a lot of beef because it's so expensive. But that says Kroger, it's 11.99, but it doesn't say if it's a pound or. Before I met my now husband, I used to buy any kind of beef. When I married him and I did that, whatever steak I wanted, I just bought. Didn't matter. He goes, "Why are you buying that awful meat?" And he was like, "Just T-bone. He'll only eat T-bone and ribeye. That's it." He thinks all other meat in the beef is, I guess, trash. I don't know. I, for one, don't mind all cuts, but I don't think I've ever actually had a picana. You can bake it in the oven at 500 for 20 minutes, then shut the oven off for like 5 hours and leave it in there. Really? All right, so that Discord one has to slow down. That's going too fast. Like a prime rib. Oh, I know what it is. Every 10 lines, it's supposed to do something. Filet mignon, ribeye, or sirloin for me. I never had a filet mignon, I don't think. 13.99 a pound. That is the treat. Well, that's better than ribeye right now. Oh, ribeye is so expensive. I love ribeye too. It's my favorite cut of beef, but it's just too much right now. My husband loves brisket, and every now and again I'll treat him a brisket. Usually I'll get it from Costco when I go, but when I went to Costco, I couldn't find a brisket under $90. I'm like, wow, this is so crazy because I remember getting a whole, that big long piece of meat, a brisket, for like maybe 20, $25 just a few years ago, and now they're like outrageous. $90 for a brisket. Like, are you insane? Seriously. I think there was one that was like 88, but it had a lot of fat on it. Yeah, and that's one of the things too why I was regretting coming onto the carnivore diet because everything is so expensive meat wise that I had to really stop and think about it. And I was like, well, you're buying your sliced meat you're buying your cheese, which you can have some of that, but that was really expensive. That was like $10 each for a package of each. So you had that's $20 there that can go on a package of hamburger meat. I mean, even hamburger meat was getting so expensive. We had one last year for 30. Oh, a brisket for 35. Yeah, you're not going to find that anymore unless it's a very tiny, tiny one. Yeah, Costco. I don't know how much it was per pound because I don't. When I go shopping, I really don't pay attention to how much per pound. I'm paying attention to the overall cost of the darn thing because I want to know how much I'm paying for it. I could care less if it said 5 pounds. I want to know how. That's if it's big enough, it looks good, and it's what I want to pay, then I buy it. And it's my husband's one of his. He loves grilling them, but not for $90. I know, right? Well, it will. I don't even go down all the aisles. When I go grocery shopping the last couple of weeks, it's like I don't need nothing down none. I'm not stocking up on pasta anymore. I got a closet full. I don't need any canned goods, like I was stockpiling. So it's like I just go ahead, go into the bakery, get my husband his snacks, and then I just head over to the meat. But I do have to shop for other people in the house, which, good night, Neptune. Good night. I do love pork tenderloin. I've got a few of those in my freezer. Now, pork tenderloin, that doesn't bother me as much as things like ham do. Must be the way they process it or something. All right, I'm missing my crochet hook. Where is my crochet hook? What did I do with it? Must have dropped it. Ugh. Don't you hate it when you lose your crochet hook? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Darn it. Not over there. Not under my yarn. Not under my okay. No. No. Darn it. What did I do with it? That was my favorite crochet hook. Oh, oh, please be it. Please be it. Yes, I found it. I shopped the outside of the aisle, but they put the two in the right middle. Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of things I have to go down and get. Same thing with the pork rinds. I like having a bag of pork. Right now, I told my daughter to take my pork rinds out of the house. Oh, my pork rinds are over to our house. Oh, yeah. When I went to Costco, I got the big packages of hamburger and some beef stew meat. And that's what I've been living off this week is the beef stew meat and the hamburger. Yeah. I don't like eating pork rinds all the time, but I like eating them when, I'm really might be craving a snack, but I don't want to cheat. I don't want to do like cheese or anything. All right, this is going too much. I'm going to have to slow it down. Let's see, timers. How do I pull it down? Hmm. Not here. Sorry, guys. I just want to slow this down. Um, yeah, they're going too fast, and I like it. And then this one, do the same thing. All right. Now we'll see how that goes. Sorry, guys. I wanted to slow them down a little bit. Can't beat the hamburger. Yeah, I've got some that's hamburger that's supposed to come today. Cause in the morning because I don't want to. I'm still doing my beef thing, and I'm on day 4.5, 5-ish, I guess. I got 2 more days, and so I got to make sure I have enough hamburger meat. Yeah, gas pain. Yeah, cabbage really does a number on me. Oh my gosh, that is like the worst for me. And pork, not pork like every pork, more like just the ham. Second day fast, and I'm doing good. What kind of fast? Oh, what kind of fast are you doing? So do you drink broth or anything silly? There's someone in here. Who was it? Hmm. I want to say maybe John. I can't remember. Someone's doing a sardine fast, and cheated with a diet Pepsi. So you're doing a water fast? I would call that a liquid fast. Now you're doing a liquid fast. Grandma, is that a poncho on the back? That is a shawl. I get cold in this room, and so I can wrap it around me. I'm sitting on it. but it's real nice. Very heavy, but it can wrap around me, put it on, and do one of these. Ooh, I get too cold. And actually, I've sat like this many nights, and I put one of my other crochet blankets right over my lap. Baby climbs right in here with me. Uh, Still a liquid. Diet Pepsi's a liquid. Well, thank you. This is one of the first things I crocheted off from one of the Yarn Addicts. It was a tutorial. I can't remember even which one it was, but it's a tutorial on his channel, his YouTube channel. It's a crochet channel if you don't know. Thank you. Oh gosh, it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. I should have grabbed her blanket out of the closet. I got a blanket for her birthday. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. She's gonna love it. But everyone in my house is sick, and I'm hoping I don't get sick. My granddaughter, she's sick and coughing like crazy. I'm like, oh, thank you. It is very warm. Very warm. Yeah, I gotta take mine. I haven't taken mine yet tonight. They don't make me tired or anything, but I forgot to take them today. Hand, foot, and mouth is going around my daughter's group. Oh gosh. Yeah, one on it. I watch his live sometimes. He seems like a great person. He is. He's a good guy. Yeah, I used to watch him a lot. I watched one of his today for a little while. I don't know if I watched the whole thing. Yeah, he's growing leaps and bounds. So he's got almost 100,000 people so far. I think it's around 80,000. I eat salt out of the shaker. I haven't done that yet, but I eat butter. Who are you saying who to? Confused. That's got to make you thirsty. Yeah, that's 80,000. I thought it was close. Yeah, it's important for life. Yeah, I was just saying that's where I got that pattern for that for that show. It's getting there. I'm putting these dark gray things around them out of 18. After this one, I only have 4 left, and then I can start stitching it all together. So I probably should almost start stitching it all together probably this weekend. Oh, I forgot to add a symbol. I gotta go back and I didn't eat it by the spoonful. That takes away hunger sometimes. Okay. One of the things I do when I feel like I'm hungry is I'll test first, see if it's because I'm thirsty, or my body needs some water, so I'll drink some water. And sometimes you'd be surprised how often that takes away the hunger. But I don't really get hunger anymore like I did on the regular American Standard Diet. It's a different type of hunger. It's not that. I can't really explain it. It's just a different feeling of being hungry. Oh, I should put that down. You can actually see me crocheting. All the medication you take. Huh. I wish my medications would do that. She's in there snoring. Yeah, I haven't really been in any crochet channels lately, except for I caught, I watched just part of his podcast today, and that was it. Yeah, not. Poor Emma, she got such a cough. It's like I hear her coughing, and I'm like, oh, please don't get me sick. I don't know. I love that saltiness and stuff. I don't really care for pepper. Pepper, I think I'm allergic to it because it bothers my eyes. It makes my sinuses just go crazy, makes me cough. Yeah, I didn't like that. Done that a few times with variegated down. I don't like that kind of stuff. You said you can eat eggs on your diet. I eat two boiled eggs every morning. Yeah, right now I'm not eating it because I'm on a beef only diet. Um, I'm doing all beef only um, challenge for 7 days. Just all black pepper, black ground pepper. And believe me, I'm craving eggs. I can't wait to get back to eating eggs after Monday. After Monday morning, I'm back to eating regular. I miss my bacon and eggs. Eggs is a really big time staple for me, but I'm only doing beef, and it's been, you know, I mean, it's okay. Okay. I can't complain. I don't know. I'm trying to do it so that, yeah, pe- pepper drives me crazy. I'm trying to do this all beef only challenge for 7 days, but I mean, I have no problem eating the beef. That's fine. I just find it very, very boring because I don't know if you can put like mustard or something. And I know the answer no, because mustard is from a mustard seed, which is a plant. So I'm like, yeah, I wear a pad for sneezing. Yeah. I got some wacky ideas I'm going to be trying. I've been thinking, you know how I love the carnivore diet and I love crocheting? Hi, Liz. Liz Crochet and more. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. I just ate Carolina Reaper. Yes. What's a Carolina Reaper? Welcome to the channel, Liz. Welcome, welcome. Liz Crochet and more. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Aw. Oh, it's a pepper. Oh, okay. That sounds almost deadly. Carolina Reaper, that sounds deadly. Oh, it's a very hot pepper. I would never try it. I don't do, I'm on pretty much a bland diet. I have a hard time with pepper. I can't imagine doing something that's very, very hot pepper. Um, Liz, since you're new here, um, this is 7 nights a week. It's every single night. We stay on for about 4 or 5 hours every night. We just chit chat, talk. I am working on a model a minute. Afghan. It's a viewer's choice. They pick the pattern, they pick the colors, and someone's going to win it when it's done. I'm almost done. I probably got, after the weekend, it's probably going to be done. We're a mix up of the carnivore, keto diet, and a crochet club, pretty much. We meet up every day, whether you're just a crocheter or looking to lose weight, and we just hang out and support each other and chit chat, talk about anything, except for we don't talk about politics, even though sometimes I'd like to. We don't. We don't need that negative vibe. And she done with it? It doesn't look so bad in the light. Yeah, the pattern. I'm almost done. Totally understand. Okay, cool. Yeah, we was just talking about. Um, oh, what was that? Not really having a fun time. Sorry. Now I forgot what I was doing. I get all these pop-ups on my screen, and I have to get rid of them. Yeah, we were just talking about how expensive meat's getting. All right, Amy. Thank you for coming. See you soon. Oh, you finished something today? What'd you finish? Oh my God. Did you put it in the chat? A washcloth. Okay. I was hoping you were going to say it's that sweater that you keep ripping. Oh, you used it already? Well, that's what I do with mine. I use them. Haven't touched that one yet today. Didn't you rip out a bunch of it yesterday? Liz Crochet. I was spinning fiber. Oh, wow. That must be cool. I've never thought of going into that, but I wish I could do it. But I love to crochet from Spin Young. I repaired it and got it back to where it was. Okay, well, that's good. Eventually, you're going to get that done, Nikki. One day, you're going to say, it's done. I was just about to ask you, Liz, if you don't any more spinning, done any more spinning. Eventually, I'll get everything done. Do you remember I have like 8 projects on it? Yeah, I've got quite a few too. I got to get them done. So after this is done, I'm going to work on all my other projects and get those done so I can have a clear slate and then to work on all these new ones I want to work on. Yeah, I just made a scrubby washcloth a week ago and it really works great. I used that. Well, yeah, I got some of that. Yeah, I made some. I did a video on dishcloths and scrubbies last month or so. So what are you working on now? I'm new to spinning, crochet 100% of the time. Oh, okay. I finished one, bought more yarn for another project. Oh, Casey t-shirt dress. Oh, Liz is amazing at crocheting. Cool. I love crocheting, and I've done a lot of different things. I like doing crochet doilies and that type of stuff. And I love doing amigurumis too. So don't be surprised coming in here and I'm doing teddy bears and dragons and oh, and I'll be like doing small things like little rats or chickens or something, chickies, baby chick, and I just hand them out to kids. Ribbit, 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 because she does that a lot when she does them. No, I just yeah, I have to say I did. But that one project, that one day, I think I ripped it out. God, it had to have been about 8 times. Yeah, makes deviled eggs if you use Primal Kitchen mayo with avocado oil and some mustard to taste, carnivore and, and delicious. Okay, I didn't even know there was a thing called Primal Kitchen mayo. That's something you can buy at the grocery store. Yeah, I do miss my mayo. Oh, is someone not well? Yeah, I got to get off this all beef so I can try some things like that. Because I love deviled eggs. I love egg salad too. Doesn't have to be on a bread. Use pork rinds to do a dip. Okay. I thought you went to bed, Neptune. It's totally fine. Marked safe at any time. Can't sleep again? Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, I'm actually starting to see the end of this blanket. I usually do I like doing a fried egg that the yolk is soft, and I'll put it on my burger meat and then break the yolk, and it just drizzles down over that wonderful, very rare hamburger. Ah, I want an egg to do that so bad to a hamburger, but I gotta wait till Monday. 2 more days. Yeah, I'm addicted to eggs. It's weird since I've been on this beef diet. I've even had a dream about eggs. I woke up just wanting eggs. Like, no, you can't have them yet. Just wait. Hold it off. Yeah, yeah. I'll make it. I'm still craving them. Same thing with bacon. I miss going out to the fridge and just grabbing some bacon. Look up ground beef cheek, carnivore meat salad. Ooh, that sounds good. Carnivore meat salad. Easy going carnivore. No, ground beef salad. Health food. Diet. Carnivore diet salad. Oh well. I'm not gonna look for it right now. I thought it would just come up quick. Oh man, that looks good. That the third wave barbecue carnivore salad has all that nice yummy meat and hot dogs, sausage. Oh, I gotta stop looking. My family eats so much meat, it's not even funny. Oh, the ground beef. Look at ground. Maybe that's what I did wrong. Ground beef. Ground beef. Ground beef. Chef. Oh wow, I have seen a couple of his shorts. I'm gonna have to bring this up. And He would love it. He's a nice person too. But I wonder how he's doing. Chief. Yeah, I see a video of him from 10 months ago, but I haven't searched. Something I'll do after. You've seen some of his shorts? What size does he wear? No, I meant I saw him laying on the bed on one of his shorts, but I didn't click on it. He's like laying on a bed, a short video. Um, yeah, it says, I looked like this before carnivore. And he shows the picture. Oh, maybe he's sitting in a chair, not a bed. Lost over 100? Hey, good for him. I love hearing those kind of stories because it shares hope. You know, if someone else can do it, it shares hope that another person can do it. Yeah. I think my ball and chain is getting smaller, guys. If that's all that gets smaller in my life, I'd be happy. I'm happy. I'm happy because you guys are all here with me. I'm very happy. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting here crocheting bored and lonely, and that's not fun. Probably eating with a bag of chips on the side here and just all 16 in the house. I'm losing my mind, huh? Into cakes connected to one project. Yeah, she's sleeping. She's in here. She's sleeping. Testing, 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 testing. Hey, Grandma. My sweetheart has progressed. I came to bed and he's out cold, sleeping quietly without his machine. That's first. That's first. Oh, hello, darling. Oh, here she comes. No, here she goes. She wants back under her blanket. She's like, no, leave me alone. Okay, back under the blanket. She was a little bit. Yeah. Before we came in, I was going to go live a little bit earlier, but she was just all over me. I was like, honey, I want to go live early. But she just wanted mommy time, so I gave in and just held it for a while, about an hour or so. Grandma, I'm off to play cribbage online with my sister. Wish you luck. I will be back after if you're still alive. Still alive, still alive. Okay, Nikki, I'll see you then. Bye bye. Have fun. Have fun. You're still alive. I hope you don't die. There's that hope. We all have to have hope. Oh gosh. Does it say? What does it say? Yeah, it does say 1.1 subscribers. I wonder if I can get the exact number. Let's see. Finish videos. Analytics. 1,103. Oh, wow. That is good. I can't believe we're growing so fast. Is this like normal to grow this fast? Like, wow, it's blowing my mind, really. Let's see. You haven't watched videos yet for the giveaway for the 1,000. No, but they're coming up. They're coming up. I had to plan some out. You know, when you're doing videos, you have to do the props. So I'm doing up props. And I almost had time to make the first one, but I didn't have time, so it'll be made tomorrow. I know, right? It's going too fast. But I'm going to be doing some props and props. I've done some props, and now I'm working. I'm getting there. Just today is laundry day, and I had to do laundry, so that means I have to get help getting downstairs, and that takes about 3-4 hours to do laundry. And now I'm golden for the next for the whole weekend. I'm golden. But yeah, I'm getting excited for that. I want to have it so we're all done with it and done for um, the whole thing, the drawing and everything by next Wednesday. I want to get at least. So you're going to see a bunch of videos that are coming out. They're just going to be shorts. It might be cooking meat. It might be almost anything. Not the walks though. They'll be like little pointers or let's see. I'm gonna do instead of over the number 6, there's that arrow going up. Let me You see those symbols right there? Make a comment in videos that are coming out with that. You have to do at least just one comment, and your name will go on the wheel one time. And that's going to happen until Wednesday. And then we have all the names on a wheel, and there's 2 giveaways coming up off of that wheel for making 1,000 subscribers. I'm making the props now for the videos. I should start making the videos tomorrow and have them out. They're only going to be shorts. They're just little shorts. You comment on the video, and your name will go. No, you want that yarn, I know. And it's a bag of mixed stuff, and there is some yarn that goes into it. There was, if you're on Discord, Van won the 500, and she took a picture of everything that was in the bag, in her bag or box bag. Are you carnivore? I am, yeah. Are you a carnivore? This channel is, since I love to crochet, and I'm also on the carnivore diet. I just finished the 30-day challenge, and now I'm on a 7-day all beef challenge. That this is on every single night, and it's like a support group. We do crochet, we talk carnivore, keto, all those things. I was on carnivore last year and lost 120 pounds, but I gained like 60 of it off because 60 of it I gained back. Stupid. The carnivore diet is amazing. Same with keto. Yeah, I did when I was on it last year. I was doing keto when I found the carnivore diet, and then I just switched over to carnivore, and that actually helped me get better faster than the keto. Keto I can see using when you're down wanting to do maintenance. Keto is a good thing to start with before the carnivore, and then once you get somewhat adapted, maybe about a month into it, um, carnivore is a lot easier. Brown rice and aliens. Yeah, it's been a couple of days since I told the brown rice story, but I'm not going to tell it. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I really strongly believe in the carnivore diet. So we do a lot of lives. We do this one 7 days a week. It's for everything: keto, carnivore, crocheting. We got a lot of crocheters that come in here, and it's just basically a hangout to chat. We stick around for about 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours, whenever we get tired. And then there's various times of the week that we have other lives that's just for keto and carnivore. It's an amazing diet because you're in a constant metabolic state. You don't have insulin spikes, which leads to aging and weight gain. Yep, that's what I hear and believe myself. But yep, carnivore here. I've been on it before. I believe in it because I lost so much weight before. But unfortunately, I went off from it for about a year and gained most of it back. I was over 400 pounds 2 years ago. I couldn't hardly get up out of bed. I had to have assistance. I used a walker to get around. I was pretty much couldn't do anything. I couldn't even get, I couldn't walk out to the kitchen. I'd be breathless. Well, how many days? Like 35 days ago? I couldn't even walk out to the kitchen. I had to sit down to cook my meals and catch my breath. Sometimes I had to have a chair, if I was having a bad day, a chair in the hallway halfway to the kitchen. And just in 35 days, I'm able to do a lot more walking. I think I've done well in 35 days to start getting healthier. Just when I watched my first walk-in video today, no, you need fat to lose fat. That's what I believe in. If you don't have enough fat when you're doing carnivore, you won't lose fat. And I tested that theory before because I wanted to know for myself if it really worked. And when I cut back on my fat intake, I stalled. I didn't do really anything. And then I fed up on fat, had increased the fat in my diet, and I had a major whoosh. That's what I call it. I don't even know if whoosh is a word, but whoosh. I started dropping water like crazy. Night, Jen. Hello, Lisa. Hello, hello. People often think that fat will make them gain weight, but in reality, it's a source of energy. Yes, I believe that. I believe that. I've heard things like, oh my God, if you do all meat, you're gonna, have a heart attack and this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, you're gonna gain all kinds of weight, blah, blah, blah. And you know what I tell them? Hey, look, eating the diet that you want me to eat for the last 65 years, I have turned into this. I'm not worried about a carnivore diet killing me, giving me a heart attack, because the American Standard Diet was doing that very well all on its own. I would rather do something at this point that the world thinks is unhealthy so that I can lose weight and become mobile than to spend the rest of my life an invalid in my chair and can't wipe my butt and I have to have people put on my socks and shoes. That's no way of living. I might as well die. So I don't care what people think about me eating a diet that they think is unhealthy, because what they think is unhealthy for me. But I get really such a touchy subject for me. It's just really touchy for me because I know what my body. You have to know your body, and if you know your body loves and thrives on meat, then you eat meat. If your body thrives on vegetarian, good, go for it. Go do your own thing over there, and I'll do my thing over here. And then you'll be jealous because you're doing that over there, and I'm over here, and I'm thriving. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? You need to listen to your body. Yes, you do. You do. You have to learn the triggers. Your body will tell you. You just got to learn to listen to it. The thing is, people don't get the same amount of dopamine when they eat meat compared to other fast foods or processed foods. Yeah. Well, all I know, I don't know all the chemical science behind it. I can admit that. All I know is when I'm eating meat, my mood is uplifted. I'm happier. I sleep better. And of course, if you're sleeping better, you're going to be more energetic. You're going to be less. You're going to be less in pain. You know, the way I was living was crippling me. Whether it was dopamine, no dopamine, or whatever scientific word you want to put it. And I'm not putting you down, take one take. I'm not putting you down at all. So don't think I am. I'm just don't have all those good words. Not jealous. All I know is it makes me feel good. It makes me feel healthy. And my body thrives on the carnivore diet. When you're eating meat, you're in a natural, steady state. You don't have ups and downs in energy. Whereas with carbs, you sometimes feel sleepy and not with sufficient energy. You know, I made a video this morning, and what you just said reminds me of that. Normally, when I wake up in the morning, I have all I can do to see. I have to find my way to my chair. I have to sit down at least for a good half hour before I wake up. And then I have to inch my way to the kitchen and struggle in there, half being able to see because my eyes are like this. I'm like drunk. And I make a cup of coffee because I got to get stimulated here. I got to get feeling better. I got to get awake before I can do anything. And at least a good hour or two on my old diet before I could do anything. This morning I woke up, I went to the bathroom, got wiped up a little bit, got dressed, and went right outside to walk. I could never have done that 35 days ago. I wouldn't have done that. But I woke up and I just had this urge to go outside before my coffee and walk. Yeah. I mean, I like how I feel, and my body's liking it too, although it cries now and again with a sore back and leg muscles. Oh, you see me back? Mine, it still says going live, but I'm glad you think I'm back. I'm live, yay! I made it back. I put myself on my hotspot too, so I don't know if that's why I came back or not. Back, yes. Your ghost? Your ghost. What do you mean by your ghost? Your ghost. I don't know what that means. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Now the chat's open. You want to say anything? Oh, oh, but you do still hear me though. Good. I'm like, do I have to leave again and try to come back in? What I'm trying to say is my yes, maybe. I hope. I hope I went on my hotspot fully, so I'm hoping. Yay! Thank you. And am I coming in better? I'm not jumpy or. Oh, I'm glad I'm back. I think I've got a hotspot on my phone. Oh, good. Yeah, my internet went down. Every night it seems like at midnight I should just go on my hotspot. Oh, baby, you're so cute. She's in there snoring away. So how is everyone? What you have for dinner? Egg sandwich. I love it. Eggs. I love eggs. I miss eggs. A couple more days and I can have some eggs. Haven't had dinner yet? I got two burgers sitting out there for me to cook when the stream's over, if I feel like eating it. I was on the Mediterranean diet for a while, and it just didn't work for me. But I'll tell you what, I love the food on the Mediterranean diet. I just so good. Every morning I'd have me some wheat bread, some toast, and put some butter and a little bit of olive oil drenched over it, and with avocado slices. Mm-mm-mm. I think breakfast is probably my favorite meal of the day. Bacon and eggs, just real simple. I could even eat bacon and eggs for dinner, and I have. I haven't ate that Olive Garden in so long. Yeah, it must be like major years ago. 20, 20 plus years ago. I grew up with biscuits, gravy, sausage, ham, grits, and that was my husband. What are you living in Texas? That's a very southern breakfast right there. Hey, southerner, yeah. 'Cause that's what my husband likes for breakfast. Georgia. Yeah, we were traveling. Um, we were going from Maine to Texas for the first time before we moved down there. And we stopped in this place down south before we got to Texas. And they had a buffet with biscuits, sausage gravy, sausages, hams, grits, hash brown, all kinds of stuff. A breakfast bar. It was the best thing ever. I've never seen a breakfast bar like that unless you were like in a place like a major casino in Vegas. Well, I am bowing out my bowing out my eyes. I'm letting me read or focus on anything. Darling. Are you crying? What's going on, Nikki? Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Well, that sucks. Oh, migraine. Well, you're not feeling well. Yeah, you need to go settle down in a dark room, girl. Yeah, mine was just acting up too, Jen. Yeah, you need to lay down for a while. And when I get a migraine, I have to be in a dark room and lay in my bed and just chill. Thank you, Jen and Grandma. You sleep good. Thank you, thank you, Nikki. And I hope you're feeling better soon. Hopefully, she's not coming down with anything because it's crap speaking crap going around. Oh, that's a bummer that she's not feeling good. Thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. I'm glad a lot of people are finding they like being here. I'm glad. really great idea you had? Oh, for this channel? Yeah. I just felt like it was missing. But who knows? Maybe people will come and enjoy it, maybe not. But it's still early. It's only been around for a couple of weeks. How's the only beat going? Well, I'm in between 4 and 5 right now, and it's going good. I checked my weight yesterday because my rings were all very, very loose, and I kept losing my diamond. Usually that means I did a what I call a whoosh, and I had in just overnight I lost 5 pounds, so I got rid of 5 pounds of water weight. So that's telling me my body's liking the all beef. My body's happy. Now, will I gain some of that back? Most likely, yeah, because water weight you're just gonna fluctuate up and down anyway. Gosh, you can gain a pound of water weight if you didn't get enough sleep. But I had 2 more days. But I'm really craving bacon and eggs. You know, more so than anything else in the world. I'm craving bacon and eggs. Oh, I love bacon and eggs. But I'm committed to this 7-day journey, and I'm gonna fulfill it. It was over 1K already. You were killing it. Um, I went live. My first video I went live was July. I want to say it was July 17th. So I've only been doing live for 5 weeks. And when before I went live, I was under 100 subscribers. I was just doing some yarny stuff, and but and I was contemplating about like going back. I knew I had to go back dieting because I was getting to the point I couldn't walk anymore. Uh, and so I could combine it. Carbohydrates means it attaches to water, hydrate. When you stop eating carbs, the water you lose doesn't come back unless you eat carbs. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Makes you want to make sure not to have those things that's got a carb in it. Yep. Yeah, I never gave it a thought. Hydrate means so. Yeah, attaches to water. Hydrate. When you stop eating carbs, the water you lose doesn't come back unless you eat carbohydrates. And then it starts the cycle all over again. Interesting. And just Cindy, you saying something like that, it goes to prove that a room like this is needed. You know, we've been at it now for 3 hours. There's not another live that goes on like this and just chills. And we need them. We need more than mine. We need them. Hello, Tammy. Welcome, welcome, welcome back, actually. Yeah, you are the one of the very first to do this, probably the first. Yeah, I was looking for like a support type lives, and they're not really out there. You know, there's channels that go live, you know, and they might do like an interview with somebody, that type of stuff, or do a cooking, but there's nothing that I have been able to find. They might be out there. It's just I haven't been able to find any because I felt that that's what I would need. And who knows, you know, it takes a big commitment. It takes a certain someone to actually want to dedicate as much time as, you know, turning on the cameras and sit here. I mean, in reality, I don't have to be sitting here in this chair. The stream could just be going and everybody could just talk about carnivore 24/7. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do in many news channels. You have each other for support. Right. And you know, I hear all the time we got to do these meetups and stuff like that. We got to help support each other. But that's only like one, that's like something special, you know, that you go into. There's nothing, we need something all the time to keep us strong, keep us on the right path, to be able to come in and ask a little question without having to go to the doctor. And then that's not even promising. You know, maybe I'm going through something that you've already been through and you could explain it to me. You know, that's what we need. We need on the spot, let's talk. Or or maybe I'm in a place where I need to hear your story. You know, what happened to you? What's been your journey so far? Or if you're just a crochet, you can hang out here and learn some health stuff in crochet. 'Cause that's what I'm doing. I'm crocheting. I'm enjoying sitting here crocheting and talking to all you guys. Did you decide if you're going longer? No, I haven't decided yet. I've been doing a lot of craving of my of my for bacon and eggs. So I don't know if I'd survive anything longer. My body will probably want it, yes, but it's not a channel that you can come on. Yeah, and that's really sad. You know, I can always do another one afterwards, after because after this one, it's still another 30 day I'm going to be doing a 30-day challenge. I guess it would be a 60-day challenge at that point. I don't know. But I'm happy with the people that have been coming here and checking it out. And honestly, I did not think either that there would be so many people really watching me walk every morning. That really surprised me. So I guess I'll continue doing it. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I couldn't do that a month ago. I barely could make it out of my. I watched that first video today, and I was like, oh my god. But see, that's what we need to see. Not so much you all maybe, but for me, I need to see where I came from. They say you should, take pictures of yourself and before you start and all that. And I just figured out just do a video. I don't know about that, but thank you. I don't feel like a warrior. I feel like a big baby out there going, oh my God, my feet hurt. Oh my God, my back hurts. I got to stop and breathe. I don't feel like a warrior. Oh, but thank you for that. But I can see I'm wanting to get back out there at night, but we'll see how it goes. The only reason the only reason really why I'm out there during the day is because my husband can put my socks on. He can't put my own socks out on, so he has to put them on for me. And I got a couple of blisters on the bottom of my feet from my shoes being too big. So I don't want to go without socks on my feet because it's making my blisters worse. Yeah, yeah, I've noticed that too. So I'm like, I just really feel that in order for this to work, you have to have a good support system. Oh, excuse me. You know, it would be nice. It would be nice to have like a carnivore coach that would come in to these lives because I'm not, I'm just like one of you guys. I'm just someone that's been on the carnivore diet for 6 months, been on every kind of diet there is out there. And then I went on the carnivore diet for about 6 months. And I lost some weight. That's it. And so I don't always feel confident. There was someone in here earlier. Oh, I am too. I am too. I'm dreading it. I already told my daughter I'm not eating. Don't be surprised if I'm not eating any of the other stuff. But and I plan on, I'm going to her house. It's her turn to do the Thanksgiving feast. And I'm going to stay strong. I'm not going to go off my diet this time. That's what happened before. I go off my diet, say, oh, I'm going to enjoy the holidays and go on it afterwards. No, it takes me almost a year to get back to it once I'm off from it. I don't go back to it. So, yeah, I'm dreading the holidays too, but this time I'm going to stay strong. I am not going to give in. I'm not going to have no pies and breads and if I have to, I'll just make my own side dishes and bring them, like cheese and meats and, like do a cheese and meat tray and I'll bring the carnivore stuff. Yes, exactly. I picked that up last year. It's going to be the first year that I am not cooking it because I cook it every year. And then last year she said, Mom, I've been cooking, I've cooked carnivore. I've cooked Thanksgiving meals before. This is when we didn't live in the same state. She goes, I don't mind cooking so you can have a break. And I said, fine, you got it next year. She didn't even have to talk me into it. It's like, good. Because when it's like a 3 day cooking thing for me. It's like I got to cook all the pies, all the breads, and I put some stuff in the freezer and it's like constant cooking for 3 days. And then by the time it's done, it's like, I'm too tired to even eat. Ah, it's crazy. Do you usually do all the cooking in your house? Yeah. Usually I cook for everybody, all family members. I'm like the cook for my daughter, my grandkids, my other daughter. Everyone comes to my house. But this year we're all going to my daughter's house. Uh-oh. All right, geez, 90 days. We're up to 1,104 subscribers. 90 days. Let's see. What is that? It's very laggy. Oh, what have we got? Says we're over 3,000 in watch times, but it's got my shorts. Do they count shorts as watch times? Oh gosh. Yeah, we got this. Yeah, I'm just looking at all the stats. I can't believe it. You get that much. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cook a couple of different meats and bring them. Because I think I would actually cook a couple of different meats. Then you feel like you have a selection. And yes, make a chicory board of meats and cheeses. Yeah, exactly. That's just what I'm going to do, and I'll bring it over. And then I can have some of hers, and they can have some of mine, and call it good. My mom and aunt lived with me. I recently had to put both in assisted living, so I'm not cooking this year. They have dementia. It was hard and it was sad. Oh, did they both go in at the same time or something? That that had to have been sad. 6 months apart. My daughter and I both do the cooking, but it's just the two of us. Yeah, most of the time I just cook for myself, even though my husband, my daughter, and granddaughter live here. And I have another daughter, but she lives like about 2 blocks away, 3 blocks maybe. She doesn't live far from here. Yeah. Be right back. Okay. Okay, Lisa. Hmm. Same with me and my mom. Except now we have my daughter, who's 13, who mixes all the sweets for us and we pop them in and out. There's a boogeyman. Is there a boogie lady underneath there? Is there a boogeyman? You try to come out? You want to stay in there? You can stay in there if you want. You look tired. Yeah, I don't like a lot of people around either. Drives me crazy. Like, I'm already getting anxiety because I'm going to do it at my daughter's house. And so that means the other side of the family is going to probably be invited too. So that means I'm going to be dealing with a lot of people over there for Thanksgiving. So I'm like, special right now that I'm having all kinds of health issues. Oh, yeah, she's a good girl, huh? You're a good girl. Oh, your mama's little baby. Your mama's little baby. Yeah, she's your mama's little baby. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Yeah. You're such a good girl. She's a sweetheart. She really is. You're special. Are you special? Are you special? Yeah, you special. Mm, yeah, you special. Are you special? Yeah. Oh, it's overwhelming to bot. Hi, darling. All right, I'll put it up. All right, all right, all right. Let me put it up. I can love on you some. Yeah, she's demanding attention. I enjoyed everyone. I'm going to have to say goodnight. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Nathan. I have a beagle. Before him, we had a Jack Russell, and he is huge compared. Uh, huge compared to them. Uh, see you soon. I'm probably gonna leave here probably at my 1:30, so about another 25 minutes. Uh, it's overwhelming to have that many people. So yeah, it is. I get that. I get that way too. Like if I go over to my daughter's, and if it turns out there's a lot of people, I will just, I'll go ahead and eat something and just excuse myself and leave. I can't handle, I got to make a presence. But good night, Lisa. It's probably a good time just to end the chat. Everyone's leaving. I'm tired. I need to take a shower, get some rest so I can start. Maybe I can get up earlier and really walk earlier outside. Well, thank you for coming, Lisa. Thank you, thank you. You're such a good girl. You are. You're such a good girl. Mommy, baby. Mommy, baby. Mommy, baby. Yeah. You just want to get a cutie. Yeah, you want to get a cutie. Hey, Patty. Gee, you was quiet. I forgot you was even here. Mm. You're such a pretty girl. Yeah. Yeah, you're such a pretty girl. I'm a pretty girl. Yeah. Mm. Mm. You're so precious. Yes, you're so precious. You was lurking. That's what I usually do when I'm in a room. I just lurk. Lurk, lurk, lurk. Ah. You're wanting to play. You're being a little frisky little devil. You're being a little frisky devil. Yeah, you're being a little frisky. Are you trying to be frisky? Are you trying to be frisky? Mm. Yeah. I need to mop and vacuum, and I don't want to wake him. Oh, I need to mop and vacuum. Oh, that you gotta wait till he's awake. I'm so surprised they don't make vacuum cleaners so they're quiet. You have visitors today. Oh, you know, I ordered my kitchen floor. The tile is coming up, so I got a carpet, a temporary carpet to put over the top of my kitchen floor. And I have ordered and paid for $1,400 from Lowe's to put down a new floor. And I said within 48 hours you should hear from the contractors. Okay. So I get word from the contractors, and they said that the the linoleum for my kitchen floor won't be in till the end of November. It's like the end of November? Then maybe I should get my money back and go someplace else. November. Why would it take that long to get something that was already there in the store to begin with? I don't understand. We just grabbed our vacuum and our dog's runs inside. I'm wondering if the family we got it from ran him over once with one. Yeah, that could be. I need to shave and bathe him when he gets up. I should have gotten more done today. Aw, I'm getting worried about my husband. My husband had a major stroke um, about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, just past March. So it's a little over 2 years right now. And the he did have a heart. He had to go through a rehabilitation after he got out of ICU for probably about a month and a half, 2 months. But one of the problems he has is, he's got aphasia. He's got a blockage in his brain, and it's where he would talk and form sentences. Well, he still has a hard time speaking, but now it's gotten to where he's really getting forgetful, and like I tell him something, and then maybe 10 minutes later he's coming back asking me the same question of what I just told him, and then he'll even do it again. So it's like I have to get in shape to deal with what if he gets dementia, or I'm going to have to take care of him. Got a lot finished today, but not enough, evidently. Aw, aw. Let me take a quick girl. Mama loves me. Yeah. Yeah, I got some stuff done today. I did, you know, the laundry and stuff downstairs, but my kitchen's a mess. I gotta go and clean my kitchen. Yep, that is my motivation to get healthy because my husband's health and my dogs. Yeah, one of my I mean, there's lots of reasons I want to get healthy too, so I can spend time with my grandchildren, go to things, be more mobile, but also because of my husband. Mhm. Yeah, I get you, yeah, 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 you are. You're a good girl. Yeah, she's a good girl. I love you. Yes, I love you. You're such a good girl. Mm, you're such a good girl. Yeah, I have to care for Tim, and he'll be in a home. Or he'll be in a home. Oh, yeah. My God. Would be all over loving on your baby. She loves cuddly dogs. Yeah. She just loves to cuddle. And when she's in this mood, I try to just cuddle her. That's why I put down my crochet. So she's got to get attention. Yeah. You got to have your moments. You got to have your time too, right? You got to have your time too, right? Yeah. You got to have your time. Yeah. She's such a good girl. Mm. Yeah, I know. She's very, very loving. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get a Chihuahua because they have such a bad reputation. But she is not like the typical Chihuahua, right? Right? Yeah. You're just not. You're not. You're so sweet and lovable. Yeah. No pets here now. Aw. Yeah, I really didn't want to get her. I didn't want to get another dog. When my other dog passed away 3 years ago, didn't want to get another dog because I felt that and yes, she just wants me. She just wants me, and I just couldn't help it. She's just so beautiful. Because they usually live for like 20 years, 18, 20 years is their average lifespan. I'm not going to last another 20 years. I might last 10. He's such a good girl. Yeah, your mother's a good girl. Yes, I know. I know. I understand. You just want to love on me. You just want some loving. I can't because my in-law would be sick. Aw. Oh, oh, look at that big precious smile. You're smiling so big. You're smiling so big. Yeah. You got such a big smile. You're so pretty when you smile. Yeah. Yeah, you're so pretty when you smile. He's still smiling. He's still smiling. Ah, she is such a sweetie. Yes, I love you, darling. Yes, I love you, darling. Do you love me? Do you love me as much as I love you? Do you love me as much as I love you? He's such a good girl. A lot of people, I know my husband's one of them, don't like it having their face licked. I don't bite all other dogs. I let her because when we first got her, she was so nervous. And she still has times when she's shaken and she's nervous. So I let her lick me. And dogs lick faces for various reasons. They lick to find out how I'm feeling. They lick because they're curious on what I might have just eaten. There's a lot of different reasons than just kisses. And all of them I accept because if it's gonna mean that she's gonna be calmer in my arms, then fine. All right, Patty. You have a good day. Night night. I'm gonna be closing up the stream in about 5 minutes. I got one of your hairs in my mouth and I can't get it. Take your hair back. Ah, toodles. You have a good night, Patty. And I hope the rest of your day is enjoyable. Do, 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 do. Ah, oh, I am tired. I'm tired. We did a lot today. We did laundry. We took a long walk. Mm, yeah, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Do, 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 do. Oh, oh, oh. Ah. All right, everyone. I'm gonna head out. I'm just gonna go ahead and head out. Oh crap! You haven't even had dinner. That's why you're bugging me, isn't it? You're saying, "Mommy, where's my dinner?" Ah, bad mommy. I'm a bad mommy. All right, guys. I'm gonna see you. You guys all have a good night. Sleep tight. All that stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow night if you guys are around. Bye bye. Three, two, one. Baby, I gotta see the button. Gotta see the button. Yes, I do.